I met AJ at Health Quest, renowned gym in Flemington, New Jersey. And I always see AJ there working out. And I was like, hey, what are you up to, man? He's a big dude. How big are you?
I'm 6'7", 262 pounds. I lost a few pounds the last couple of weeks. I'm trying to get down to 255.
All right, 6'7". All right. So I was like, what? I was like, you play any sports, man? And he said, hey, I'm into wrestling. So let's just start with that. What kind of wrestling do you do? Talk about it. Go wherever you want to go.
Okay, I do professional wrestling. It's called ECPW, East Coast Professional Wrestling. We do shows like 83 to 100 times a year. We usually start in New Jersey and then make our way to New York and all the other places, which is like Philadelphia and stuff like that. But for right now, we're doing New Jersey, Ridgefield Park. I'm going to be in a 6-man tag. So it's going to be me, Big Bad Blake, and Dr. Bankman. And then we're versing Dirtbad Dan, Drew Marston, and Gina Rosalie Lugassi or something like that. I forgot his name.
So is it like the old school WWE, WWF type events, like in the 80s, 90s, like that type of style?
Yeah, but we're doing like indie wrestling for right now. So it's kind of like community kind of wrestling. I mean, we try to like promote ourselves to be like the pros, but some people are not at that point. We're trying to get them there.
How big is everyone, like your size, or are you like the biggest dude?
I'm almost the biggest one. There's 2 guys that are taller than me, which is Big Bad Blake and John Tella, which is another good wrestler to learn from. I learned from him when I first started training and everything. So he's a really good guy to watch.
So how often do you do these events?
Usually like three times a year. It depends when I'm in it, because then that's when I know for upcoming shows, like how to sell tickets and everything. But if you go to the website, which is ECPW1, they have all their posters and stuff posted on their website of when the shows are and stuff like that.
Gotcha. So you said like 3 big shows a year. Do you do any smaller things, or what do you do in between when you're?
In between, we usually just go to training. We just train. But for smaller shows, we usually do like ones in Flemington, like Capatcon, charitable events. Yeah. So
how long are they?
It depends. I'm with my coach. I mean, I know how long my masters are since I'm a newer kind of guy. Usually like 8 to 12 minutes max. But other guys are usually 29, 28 minutes, depending on expertise and stuff like that.
So I grew up watching like, Macho Man, Randy Macho Man Savage, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, but I'm obviously a few years older than you. I watched some of that, and then I kind of went into like The Rock, and some of the other guys. I'm not John Cena, and things kind of like changed. So is it that type of, I know I asked that before, but is that kind of like style, like tag team wrestling, or just like solo, mano y mano, no holds barred type?
It's kind of like, plus we have street fights and backyard fights too, which is just, we have the ring set up out. We have like kids around the stands with guardrails and everything, and they just watch.
That's cool. So when's your next show?
My next show after this one would be September 24th, Elks Lodge.
Elks Lodge, yeah, I know that. So that's a smaller venue, but what's the next? So you have September 24th, but you have one in August, I think, right?
Yeah, August 12th. We Ridgefield Park. I'm not sure of the address, but if you want to look on the ECPW website, they'll probably post it.
That's cool. How many people can go to the August one?
As many as you guys want. I mean,
Okay.
usually there's like 50 to 100 people there, but
Okay. That's cool. So what's your ultimate goal with wrestling? Do you want that to be like your profession, or use that just like a hobby, or where do you see yourself?
I
working
really
with this?
want it as my profession. So I want to either go to AEW or WWE, or another good one is New Japan, because I used to do martial arts and everything. So getting back in that field would help me really shine against other competitors.
Right. So it seems like you're like starting out, but you gotta master this level before you move up. So
Yeah.
how long you been at this, and when did you realize you wanted to do this?
I wanted to do this ever since I was a young boy. So ever since I was 5 years old, and I've been doing this for 1.5 years now. So I've been doing it I started in the summer. So it would be 1 year and 3 months that I'm in now. Still kind of new, but.
Right. What's your athletic background? Did you play any other sports? Did you karate, anything like that?
I did karate, basketball in high school, and I tried out for the wrestling team, but I wasn't so good at that.
Yeah.
Little too vicious on the mat.
So you had basketball, no football though?
No, mom didn't want me to play it.
That makes sense. A lot of concussions and
concussions,
other things.
Stuff
Yeah.
like that.
You don't want to mess with your brain. This is the most important thing. But yeah, that's great though. So you got basketball, and you got what type of karate?
I usually do taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, weapon defense training.
Jiu-jitsu. All right. I'm getting into that. I claimed I was going to do it in 2022, so I'm going to start at some point. So look forward to that. So I'm not taking you on anytime soon though. So that makes sense. So you've always kind of wanted to do this, and you have the athletic background, which I think is great. You kind of need to be able to fight, but also play sports and have the athleticism.
Yeah.
That's a good combo.